If you're just starting a new workout program and you found yourself obsessing over things like, what's the best protein powder? How much creatine should I take per day? Should I take fish oil? Should I take vitamin D? Should I take zinc, magnesium before bed? Should I have casein or whey protein powder? Etc, etc. You're absolutely not alone. In fact, this is one of the most common things that I see in people who are just starting a new program. And I think it's one of the biggest mistakes that you can make. Trying to optimize everything before you've even started, before you've even got consistent, focusing on all the wrong things, focusing on the things that will give you maybe 1% of benefit without actually focusing on the one thing that's going to give you 90% of the benefit. So why do people do this? Well, there's a couple of main reasons. The first is that researching feels productive. It feels like you're making progress when you're figuring out how much creatine to have. Should you have 5 or 10 grams? Should you have casein or whey protein? All of this stuff feels productive. It feels like you're learning about health and fitness. It feels like you're actually doing something that is benefiting you. But I actually think it's doing the opposite. It just means that you don't actually have to start yet. You can just keep thinking about starting. And also it's just more fun. Like, it's way more fun researching different protein powders than it is to actually design a simple workout program and then actually have to do it. Like, working out can be very, very boring and very repetitive, and there's a reason why so many people struggle to do it. So it feels fun to research different supplements and imagine the countless ways that it could benefit your life and transform your health and fitness, when actually you're not yet doing the one thing that actually can transform your health and fitness, which is getting consistent at a workout program. And the second reason people do it is because, well, simply influencers push supplements to maximize profits. That's just the way it is. The fitness industry has kind of shifted away from health and fitness to now just kind of selling supplements and trying to make everyone into a bodybuilder. And again, I can kind of see why. Like I said, working out is boring. It's simple. We already know everything we need to know about exercise. So the only way we can keep people coming back and spending money is to sell them a dream, is to say, if you take this supplement, it'll do this, 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 this. All you have to do is take 1 dose a day and it will change your life. And unfortunately, it's just not the case. So why is this a mistake? Why is trying to over-optimize too early a massive mistake? Your progress, especially early on, is dictated purely by your habits. So when you're first starting or returning to a training program, your body will respond to almost anything as long as it's challenging enough and done consistently enough. Nothing else really matters. As long as you're not deficient in nutrients or protein, almost anything you do is going to result in positive changes to your body. And instead of trying to optimize the 1%, what you actually need to do is start the 99%, which is starting a program and getting consistent, and then you can worry about supplements and everything else down the line. And if you want an extremely simple workout program aimed at beginners to help you get started, there's a link in the description and it's free. So what should you focus on instead? Well, I have a few suggestions for you. Number 1, focus on creating a simple, repeatable, and maybe even boring training schedule. This could be 3 to 4 days per week, starting with workouts that are 10 to 20 minutes long, not chasing any kind of variety, but just chasing consistency. Can you just build a habit in the first 4 to 6 weeks of your program before you start worrying about any other aspect of training or nutrition or supplementation? Pick a handful of exercises and just focus on them. Now, I personally keep an exercise selection that is less than 10 exercises. And that's for 2 reasons. Firstly, I can't count higher than 10. And secondly, I just want to keep things as simple as possible. There's not actually that many movements out there that you need to do in order to get good results from training. So why would you overcomplicate it? Why would you do unnecessary exercises or exercises that just aren't as good as others? So I'd recommend doing squats, push-ups, swings, rows, presses. Maybe a bit later on in the training program, you could do cleans, maybe snatches. And if you have a dip bar or a pull-up bar, you could add that to the list as well and do dips and pull-ups. So just keep it simple, keep your exercise selection nice and small, and prioritize getting good at those handful of exercises. Number 3, track adherence, not perfection. So it doesn't matter if the workout isn't perfect, it doesn't really matter. What matters, especially at the start, is whether it happens or not. Does the workout even take place or not? I would recommend at least using a notebook just to write down your workouts or just track them in a calendar. Try and build momentum. This is so that you can visually see yourself becoming more consistent, and this will add to your motivation. You need some kind of accountability. And this is going to sound really cliche, but the real victory, especially at first, isn't losing fat or building muscle, although those things are important. In my opinion, it's actually building that self-respect and that self-trust that you can do what you say you're going to do. Building that consistency. And something I generally tell my clients is that the first 4 to 6 weeks should mostly be about building consistency. And then once you've built that consistency, then you can really start ramping up the program, making things harder and trying to progress, because you've kind of overcome the biggest barrier to fitness, which is just getting consistent enough at training. So I think if you failed before, it's not necessarily because you lacked willpower, although that may be part of it. I would suspect it's because you tried to do too much too soon, you tried to over-optimize, you tried to focus on all of the wrong things at first and just overwhelmed yourself, did 1 or 2 workouts and then gave up. If you want something free, there's a 30 ways in 30 days link below where I'll send you one strategy every single day for 30 days on how you can build consistency, build an efficient workout program, and just get better at working out from home. But if nothing else, remember to focus on what actually matters, which is building consistency, building a workout schedule, and leave the optimization for later down the line. Hopefully this helped. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.